Revelation chapter 3. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast. No man take thy crown. Him that overcometh, I will make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God. And I will write upon him my new name. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him, and will sup with him, and he with me. To him that overcometh, I will grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcome and am set down with my Father in his throne. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches.
The book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 9. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it, to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this.
I just want to say this real quick. When you're dealing in this truth, you're going to go through hardships. You're going to go through your ups. You're going to go through your downs. You're going to go through situations where it seems almost like you're going out of your skull. There's times, where the rubber meets the pavement, and you feel it. You start to feel it. Like when your tires start wearing down, the steel belts start coming out of it. You start, the car ain't running so nice because the tires are not that great. Well, you're gonna feel it, man. It's truth, man. But the thing about it is, we gotta keep moving, keep going forward, and we gotta strengthen each other, When you see brothers going through certain things, you give them some comforting words, you set up prayers for them, and vice versa. Because in this truth, it's a rough road, And that road, there's no shade in that road, there's nothing but rocky roads, desert sand, and every once in a while you might come across some water or shade, but for the most part it's just a rough road. So when you're going through that, just remember that everybody else is going through it too. And we try to impart those things to brothers because we've gone through it, we're still going through it. And just so brothers know that they're not alone, they go through these things. But just remember that this is part of the trials and tribulations we gotta go through in order to get to the other side, to the finish line. Because once we get to that finish line, all that's gonna be like a nightmare, like a dream passed away. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you brothers, man, to just hang on, stand firm and believe YAHAWASHI that there is a reward coming. You will be rewarded for your deeds. You will be rewarded for your sacrifices. Your sacrifices will not go unheard ears. Trust and believe that YAHAWASHI hears and sees everything that's going on in your diligence, and your sacrifice that you have sacrificed for those names, So when you find yourself weary, just know that the Lord is going to deliver us. He's going to give us the strength, and the salvation that we so badly need,